right, so we'll quickly go to Rotus. Rotus, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Ayo.
Quick.
Good morning, Rufai.
Yeah.
Good morning to the Nigerian investor, because it's all about you today. It's all, look, I'm going to kick these things off like this. Your mind on your money and your money on your mind.
I love it.
Right? You remember gin and juice, right? 1994. Listen, let's take it back. Let's take it back.
Laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back.
With my mind on my money.
Gold. Gold is at, I think it eased up a bit, about 4,000 or so. Yeah, 4,087 early trading, 26. Okay, so what? Why do we tell you about this every day? Because you can invest in all the news that you've heard about gold. This is the question you should be asking yourself. How can I make money off the news? That is the question. How can I make money off the news? So as far as gold is concerned, we've got a new gold ETF that has been trading on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. As of January 2nd, a unit was 29,802. Because of the rally that we've seen in gold, yesterday it closed at 52,500. That is an 80% year-to-date return as far as that is concerned. Talk about the NGX. NGX again on a continued bull run. The NGX is now at 49.37%. It closed at up 150 basis points yesterday. Let's illustrate what this looks like. Let's use numbers. If you invested ₦1 million at the beginning of this year in an index that tracked the NGX, your million would bring you back 493,000. You will basically get almost half of your money back. So 2 million, almost 1, 5 million, almost 4.5. That is almost 2.5. This is, it doesn't include dividends. This is just capital appreciation. And we're just having a discussion now before we came on air about capital gains tax. Your mind on your money on your mind, and the investor's mindset as you head into 2026. Now, beyond what the NGX has been doing so far this year, you also have to look at cash flow and credit alerts. Everybody loves credit alerts. Well, what's the name of that song? I don't get alert, now God go in, right? You can create your own cash flow and credit alerts on a continuous cycle, not only using the NGX, but also using fixed income. Let's take the federal government savings bonds, minimum of 5,000. Look at the bottom of the screen for the October bond that was just put out. The window is closed. There are 4 coupon payments that start in January of next year if you invested in that bond. You get your next coupon in April, and then in July, and then in October. Continuous cash flow. But take a look at this. Let's use an example. 5 million at 15.062, which is for the 3-year bond, gives you 753,000. That 753,000 is divided into 4, those 4 coupon payments, and you get 188,000, and you can reinvest in new windows. Because think about this is also the October bond. You get your first coupon in January, then April, then July, but there is another bond in November. Those coupons come in February. There's another bond in December. Those coupons come in March. So if you reinvest your coupons, you can get a continuous cash flow throughout the year for whatever it is that you want to use it for. Beyond that, going towards infrastructure deficits. We've talked a lot about the coastal highway. If you want to debate, as my man Rufai, average cost, that's fine. But the investor is asking this question: what do you need to build these roads? Nigeria has a housing deficit of between 17 to 35 million units. What do you need to build those houses? Cement! Look at the year-to-date returns for some cement players. Lafarge is up 98% as of yesterday, better than the NGX. Boa Cement is up 84.9%. You just played a clip of Dangote. I can't wait for the Dangote refinery to get on the NGX. We'll see if he lists. Dangote Cement is up by 33%. The demand for the infrastructure deficit to build and build and build is going to come from these players. Tomorrow is Friday, TGIF. Are you going out to the clubs to get yourself some beverages? Shout out to Ikenna. We know Ikenna is going to be partying this Friday. He's the producer of the #1 show in the country. Now, the money that you're using to pay for your drinks, have you thought about the beverage companies that provide those drinks? Hello, Champions Breweries, 291% so far this year. 291. Guinness, 161% so far this year. International breweries, 161%. What about telcos? Shout out to YouTube. You guys are always using data, chatting, talking. The telcos taking money from you. You can actually invest in those telcos. MTN, 500 naira, is up 150% this year. Airtel, up 7.12%. 2,310 is where it's closed. By the way, Airtel is going to be listing their mobile money units in 2026. This is the CEO. We had him on the Global Business Report, Mr. Sunil Tada. And we talked to him in July. You can look up the clip on YouTube. He told us about the attractiveness of mobile money. So that is a separate unit from Airtel that's going to be listed on the exchange. What about banks? There were too many to list as far as the banks are concerned, but these are the top 5. Wema Bank, 118%. Stanbic, 104%. GTCO, 63%. Zenith, 48.4%. Sterling Bank, 41.96%. First Holdco, 19%. ETI, EcoBank, 28%. UBA, 25%. Fidelity Bank, 13%. FCMB, 12%. The banks have been doing well. This is your returns if you have started in the year. Now, finally, to close, your financial advisor should be just as important as your doctor and as your pastor. You should be talking to your financial advisor every single day. If you don't have a financial advisor, just go to your bank, ask your account manager to link you up with your financial advisor, and ask your financial advisor about everything that I've just discussed today, because you have to assess your risk tolerance. But this is an amazing market, and Nigeria is an amazing place to invest. Mind on your money, money on your mind.
Very good presentation. Very good presentation, Rotus. But the part of the presentation that I disagree with is just, you don't even need to go to your financial advisor. Go to ChatGPT. And when you go type in your tolerance threshold, your risk threshold, and let it line out couple of stocks in the Nigerian market, and let it even do the calculation for you. It will do the calculation for you. But what you said is apt. And I think it is also apt on the citizenry to be able to make investments in different sectors of the economy.
Indeed.
Finance and wealth is not based on what you spend, but it's based on what you invest.
Exactly.
You're going to go, and I'm happy you said club on Friday night. Some people are going to go to club on Friday night, and they're going to be bragging about bottles of champagne that they're spending money on, rather than saying, oh, I just put this away in a treasury bill. I just put this away in the bond market. I just put this away in this financial ecosystem. And it's not a case of, I thought I should have done it. Yeah. This is saying to do it. I don't want to be a stock picker. Yeah. But let me give you a real stock today in the beverage sector.
Talk to the financial advisor. Any advice?
In the beverage sector, and I'm going to tell you about the stocks. Yeah. Champion Brewery.
Hey. Oh, yep.
Champion Brewery.
We have it up there.
Champion Brewery. Look out for that stock.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Free advice. Done, and that's why I had to give you a round of. I look forward to your segment, because we don't know whether you might bring in gym equipment today, and you can bring in. By the way, Ikena says he's going to the vigil tomorrow. I was going to correct you about that. So we're going praying tomorrow. Hallelujah challenge.
Are there girls in the vigil?
No, hallelujah challenge.
Are there girls in the vigil? If there are no girls in the vigil, Ikena can't go to the vigil.
No. There are other stocks that have, soft drinks.
Soft drinks.
So much.
Well, let me ask, and this is the question.
Of course.
So I love the fact that, and we are very pro invest in Nigeria. It is a good time to invest. Not even in treasury bills, even though the yields are lower at this point, but bonds, a lot of people are making very sound financial decisions. But what I would also ask is disposable income.
Yep.
Because for people to invest, we can bandy around the numbers and the stocks, and people can be having wishful thinking if they don't have the disposable income to invest in this fantastic stocks you talked about. So I think alongside this, and this is where complementary, different sectors complement one another, that as we're speaking about these stocks investing, let's also talk about how Nigerians can have more money in their pocket to be able to invest. Because at the end, and by the way, let me just put a caveat there. You don't have to have abundance to invest.
You don't have to have 5 million.
Yes, 5 million. You can start small.
Next time you put 50,000 there.
Okay, fine. Yeah, just an example.
You can start small. You can even start with the low risk ones. The money markets are doing well at the moment. So you can put money in money markets at the moment just to help people so that across a broad range of people who are looking to invest, you have no excuse. Rotus has made a good case for you. Even in your savings. Your savings, the interest on your savings now is very, so just take your money out and put it in one form of investment or the other. Investment is how the rich get richer. Indeed. And you know, like that gin and juice song you sang.
Rotus, I don't know what you put in your breakfast this morning, but I need some of that. Yeah, whether it's a pepper soup you had or whatever it is, I need that every morning. But I love your perspective today, because I think when there is a season of economic instability, it's very easy to focus on the downside, the doom and gloom of it, the hardship of it. However, if you look at every single economic crisis that has happened in history, several people emerged richer. There are always opportunities in within any instability that happens, within any transition that happens, there are opportunities. So it's important for us to, keep those opportunities in view. And the NGX, I know we had a robust debate during the ad break where I'm saying that, the capital gains tax, how much would it really impact people's appetite for investment into the stock market? Because we see how well the stock market is performing. So I know your argument is that, the threshold is 150 million naira. So that means you're an institutional investor. But I'm saying that even institutional investors shouldn't be scared away. Let's just ease it in gradually as things continue to stabilize so that these beautiful companies that are performing well from domestic production, domestic manufacturing, we're always talking about from consumption to production. These are companies that are producing locally and they're supporting our GDP, they're employing people, and now they're going to give an opportunity to Nigerians as well to enjoy some returns from investment. So fantastic. So as much as we will critique the other sides of the economy that will never be perfect, but that we want to continue to tweak, I think it's also fantastic that you've taken some time out this morning to say, however, there are some people who are chopping and cleaning mouth. I think you're one of them.
To be fair, Rotus, you've been consistent in advocating for investing in Nigeria and, just highlighting the positives. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our patriotic Nigerian. We appreciate you.